Welcome, you guys. As always, don't often get to say this, only a few times a year, but happy to be able to tonight. Happy Friday. I hope everybody is going into an awesome weekend with some positive momentum. My name is Dancy Bearded, and we have a special live stream tonight where we are releasing a collaboration, let me get my stuff here, with an amazing company called Tabletop Beard, and this collaboration is the Commander, and we'll talk all about this tonight. You guys will get all the details, and you're gonna have two main objectives: learn about the collaboration, but also learn about the company and the people behind the company, as we will have the three owners in the stream today. So if you guys have questions about Tabletop, if you have wonderings, tonight's gonna be the perfect time. We do have some information to kind of get out right away, which we will, and then we'll open it up to you guys. We're gonna have a discount, we're gonna have giveaways, and if you could, drop a comment in the chat and check to see if you guys have hit that thumbs up, aka the like button down below. And if you want to share this with any friends, I promise you we're going to have a great time tonight. Just positive vibes, chill energy, and really get set up for the perfect weekend. And again, great to see everybody in here. I love Friday streams. I was telling the guys behind the scenes that I get to see some people in the chat that I don't normally get to because of work schedule. Maybe you don't have to work tomorrow. Maybe you have Friday nights off. And we just get to hang out and have a great time. And yeah, John says, hey, everybody, we made it to the weekend. Let's go. Let's go. Washington Commander. Yeah, Emo. Exactly. And so again, as you guys come in, drop a comment, say hello to each other. Welcome everybody in this beautiful community. And I think we're going to kind of jump right into it, if you guys don't mind. So I'm going to bring in this company, have them kind of introduce themselves individually, and then we will pretty much go from there. I'll try to grab you guys' comments and questions as they come in, but I promise you, if I miss it, we will have a dedicated time where you guys are able to ask them questions and really see what's going on with this company. And love that. That's what this is about right here. Brian says, never tried this company, but that is fixing to change. If there's ever a night to get introduced to them, tonight is the perfect night. And oh man, I wish I could say hi to everybody. Shout out to Miles, shout out to JP, shout out to Garden State, everybody in here right now. Bradley in the house, Mike, what's up guys? Big Stu, everybody's showing out. I love this so much. Leo, Mark, Sam, Ron, anybody that I missed, thank you guys for hanging out with us. We fully understand. You could be anywhere else in the world right now, but you choose to spend this time with us, whether it's multitasking or dedicated. We'll take it, and we do want to say thank you. So yeah, John, 40% off. It's actually live right now. We'll get into the details and all of that about what's going on tonight. But yeah, 40% off. Their idea, not me. So they can't be mad at this one. That was them. And essentially, they are a newer company, right? They just finished a year, which we'll talk about. And I know a goal of theirs is to get people to try their products. They believe in their company. They believe in the products. They believe in the art and the theme and the stories. And they know if you guys just give them a chance, you're going to be a customer and a fan for life. And so hopefully tonight we get some people to be able to share their thoughts and feelings and experiences. And we get some people excited to try this company going into the future. And oh, awesome, man. My guy Jacob says, listening podcast style, mowing the grass. That's perfect. When I'm doing tasks around the house or yard work, if I have the ability to like listen to something, man, that helps the time so much. So yes, very much generous. So let's go ahead and bring them in, you guys. I'll get all the sound effects ready to have the proper welcome for the owners of Tabletop Beard. I'm going to deck out my soundboard one day and like have like proper welcome, but I'm going to kick it to you guys. If you could just real quickly introduce yourself individually, and then maybe the best way possible, what's kind of your specialty within this company and what you kind of take on the most. So chat, meet Tabletop, hit them.
Hello, it's nice to meet everybody. We've been fans of Dan for a long time, so I'm sure we've interacted with a lot of you before, but I'm Shane. I take care of production and product development in Tabletop.
I'm Justin, middle brother. Do some of the not so maybe fun stuff, pay our taxes, make sure we're staying in compliance, that kind of stuff.
And I'm Jason. I'm the oldest brother, even though I don't look like it. These guys are both younger than me, but I do most of the marketing, the internet stuff, and the emails, some Facebook posts. Shane's been doing a lot of that lately, but just kind of a lot of the technical boring stuff that, informs people that we're around.
That's awesome. That's awesome. So welcome. And then, yes, this is going to be a lot of fun. And look at already, Will said, just placed my order.
Thanks, Will. That's awesome.
Sounds amazing. Heck yes. All right. Audio sounds good. Beautiful. Thank you, Big Stu. And like I said, if I have to move their mic up or down to adjust, StreamYard does some things. Let me know. But as long as that sounds good, that is absolutely awesome, man. I do appreciate the feedback, you guys. And again, let's go ahead and get into it so we get all the information, especially if we have any replay viewers that come back to watch in the future. Leave a comment down below. We'd love to hear from you guys as well. And to kick this off, if you have not seen it up close and personal, here is the art of this collaboration. And let's jump right into the details here. The collaboration is called Commander. If you don't know, the C in Dan C is my last name, which is Command. I also used to be a history teacher, history lover, still a history lover. And so this was kind of a play on this. And I will explain this. I promise you guys this won't be a stream of me talking the whole time. But the scent profile here is sandalwood, tea tree, and patchouli. Now, before people start freaking out, and they're like, what? Damn, we know you like mint. We know you like citrus. Sandalwood and patchouli. What the heck? Yes. First off, it's 100% all natural essential oils. I've found more and more that myself and many of you, probably without even realizing, have made judgments about scents based on fragrances that have been created over the years. And I myself hated sandalwood for a long time until I experienced an essential oil. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is wonderful. Patchouli, same thing. Never in a million years would I expect patchouli to be in a collaboration of mine. This is the one where it's like, holy crap, I love tea tree, always have, so that's not surprising. But with this, I was utterly shocked, because we had samples, tried different things, and this one just knocked it out of the park for me and my wife. It is really hard for me to describe, so I'm super glad I have 3 humans on stream with me right now to help kind of describe the scent, because it's almost like you walk into a spa. It is refreshing. It is like a natural-ish cologne. He goes, who are you? I know. It's unbelievably unique and amazing. And guys, we'll get into all the other details. For the scent on this one, how would you each describe this scent?
I kind of describe it the way you did. My wife and I went on vacation last summer, and I've never been a spa guy, but we did a couples massage. And when Shane threw the samples at me, that's what I told him. It smells just like walking into a spa.
Yeah, it really, that's the best way, without like trying to get too descriptive. It's like walking into a spa, and it's not super feminine. It's not something that's like, oh, I'm super dark and manly. It's just like a beautiful, relaxing resort type spa. Shane, any additional thoughts from you?
Yeah, for me, it's earthy. I'm definitely not the biggest fan of tea tree. This one was like difficult for me, and I was in we call it the beard room in there, developing it and cursing tea tree for a while. And my wife just kind of threw one together, and it ended up being the one you picked. And so I was like, okay, well, thank you. But for me, I don't get like it's not the same tea tree that I'm used to smelling, and it's very earthy, and it's out of the bottle. I think it's a lot of patchouli, but then when you're wearing it in your beard, the sandalwood really shines through, and it's really nice.
Yeah, I agree. This is one where I've said it before. There's a couple of things I think are exaggerated and just become said in any kind of niche industry. And one of them is how it changes in beard and how the scent changes throughout the day. Most scents don't. Most scents, you smell it in the bottle, it's what you smell. This one does change. You have that, like you said, it's very patchouli in bottle, but you get it in beard and it just kind of mellows out the patchouli and just brings out that spa. So yeah, I agree with you entirely. And I think that's a really, really good call. And so, all right, 2 for 2, I agree. All right, number 3, let's see if we get the feedback on.
Yeah, for me, it's some fragrances, they make you feel a little bit of nostalgia, when you open up that bottle and take a scent. So it's tough for me to really pin it down, but there's a lot of times in my life where I've experienced a similar fragrance, and so it's like that's kind of the feel I get from it. So it's more of a vibe, it's just kind of a nostalgia that, you get that with fragrances once in a while.
Yes, so true. It's wild how it can trigger a memory and bring you back. Sometimes you don't even know what it's triggering, but you're like, God, I have something there from my childhood that's coming back. So yeah, I can totally see that. So man, that's amazing. And he says, did you go and help create a woodsy scent, Dan? Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit. So and yes, and I know, guys. I'm telling you, I'm stretching my comfort zone, but this is a 10 out of 10 love for me. Vinny P, what's up, man? How you doing? He said was shocked to see this pop up. Heck yeah, I hope we get some people on some random ones here. So we gotta, oh my God, I hate starting streams because there's like so many things I want to talk about, so many things I want to ask, and I'm like, I don't even know how to get it out here, but I think this is a fair question to begin. By the way, guys, as you see, it is pinned in the chat. It is scrolling at the bottom. DanC20 is your forever affiliate discount code with this company. They have boosted it for tonight, right, until 11:59 p.m. Eastern, till this goes away, 40% off your entire order. So 40% off there, you guys. Check that one out. And Mike says, I've got the Commander Duo in my cart, but won't pull the trigger till I see what everyone else likes also. So if I could, in the chat, you guys, what are some of your favorite products and scents from Tabletop if you have tried them? For me, there's no way, and they know this answer, but for me, there's no way you can try Tabletop without getting their Winter Solstice. It is this beautiful winter mint essential oil blend. I'm sure we'll talk about the essential oil blends that they have. And there is a review, by the way, guys, that's going to be coming next Friday. So if you guys are able to try stuff, make sure you leave some feedback on that one. But favorite scents here, favorite products from this company. And yeah, Winter Solstice for me. Let's go in the opposite order this time. Tabletop, I don't even know this answer. What are your guys' personal favorites?
Yeah, for me, Winter Solstice definitely is the one that I find myself reaching for the most. After that, it's usually Wizard or Fighter that I find myself gravitating toward, which is kind of funny since they're not even really in the same realm as Winter Solstice. But like just that, I don't know what it is about Winter Solstice. It's just I can't get enough of that.
Yes, it's just I could wear it every single day, and not get ever sick of it. It's just calm. It's refreshing. It's natural. Oh, man. Yeah. Winter Solstice was unbelievable. I've literally gone through multiple bottles. So, Shane, what about you?
For me, I really like Druid. It's kind of an earthy and it's got wildberry in it, but it's not super sweet. It's kind of a low earthy scent that I like. It's got the woodsy notes. I also have been enjoying Rogue lately. It's a dark cologne. It's mild and it's kind of professional smelling.
Okay. Yeah. Yep. I can see that.
I'm always going for oil and butter.
Yeah.
Every day.
For the products. Yeah, for sure. For sure. And so, okay. So we got totally different on the first two. All right. What do we got?
Yeah. And then I like Paladin's probably my number one, our barbershop and amber scent. It's got a nice fresh talc scent. So that's probably the one I wear the most. But Rogue and Winter Solstice also. And oil, butter. And then more recently, I've been using our unscented balm almost daily. I keep my beard a little shorter, so it's nice to kind of tame down some of the flyaways. It's got good hold to it. So
it does. Yep.
And I'll add a little bit of oil to it if I feel like I need a little more scent.
Awesome. So, okay. Let's hit some from the chat. And guys, we still have news about the company. You're going to get to know the background of the company, everything that we can hope to accomplish on the stream tonight. John says he likes Druid and Ranger. Ranger is the best leather scent he's ever smelled. And the Druid is a fresh spring summer garden, fresh green tomato plant, evergreen trees, and red berries. Woo! Okay, yeah, great, yeah, right. JP says, great description, John. Yes, what he said. And Will got the duo, awesome. Okay, Barbarian, awesome. I like Patchouli. You will love Commander. Barbarian, all right. The Bard, the Ranger, the Warlock, nice. The Barbarian and the Fighter. What are your guys' top 2 or 3 selling scents?
Ranger is by far our best selling. It's our Forest Fresh Rain and Leather. We get a lot of really positive feedback about that one. And then I think Barbarian and Fighter and Bard are kind of up there as number 2. They're all bounce back and forth between those ones.
Depends on the week. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So we have Barbarian and Winter Solstice. JP, my guy, says, love the oil and butter. Favorite scents, Barbarian, Rogue, Paladin. Did I say that right?
Yes,
Paladin?
you
Okay.
did. Yep.
I've been butchered before on the internet for getting like some of these like character names wrong. Oh my gosh. Like I can mess up like human names. I can mess up like carriers. If I mess up like a character, whoo, they come for me. My God. And they don't ever let you remember that one time? Yes, I do. I do remember that one time. Thank you. Druid, Fighter, and Ranger. Eric says Barbarian is probably my whoa. All right, let me start this one for you guys. Barbarian is probably my favorite scent ever. Their oil and butter are amazing.
That's really cool.
Wow.
Yeah, I love seeing all that feedback from everybody. That's awesome.
Yeah, thanks, Eric.
That's really cool. All right, Wizard. The oil is phenomenal. One of the best blends I've ever used. The butter is super smooth, not too thick, not too thick. The Spring Equinox is a floral heavy. My wife loves it though. Yes, it is a floral heavy. That rose in there. Yeah, I love
that. Was one we kind of wanted to think outside the box, and because there's not a lot of floral scents out there, and I really like roses, and it just made sense to go with that for our spring scent.
Yep. I love it. Love. All right, Ranger. My guy Walter says Tabletop is fantastic, very creative sense. And that is one thing too. We're going to talk a lot about what makes this company unique and stand out. One of them is their scent profiles you will not find anywhere else. It's not like you have the basic ones, the ones that you see over and over again, which there's literally nothing wrong with.
Mm-hmm.
They just have ones that if you have Winter Solstice, you will never find Winter Solstice comparable anywhere. There's not a scent like it on the market. And if there's a mint scent, I've probably tried it. And Walter says, I can't lie, Winter Solstice is the best minty scent on the market.
Wow, that's awesome. I really appreciate that. That's great.
We got the Dolan Family Adventure says, if you have not tried anything from Tabletop, you have to check out Ranger and Barbarian. Ranger is like the smell after a spring rain. I could see that. And it reminds me of sitting in my deer stand after the rain. Man,
that's
you guys
cool.
got a good
that nostalgia again. Yeah.
Goodness. You guys got to take some of these.
Yeah.
Warren says Winter Solstice, Druid, Barbarian, the Ranger. They're all good. Frickin' frack. What's up, Terry? It says wearing Ranger tonight. Love it. Also, Fighter is really nice. Spring Equinox. Viscosity. I would say that it's a solid medium. Do you guys agree with that?
Yeah,
Totally.
Yeah, solid medium. I have it in beard rain. I actually put it in this morning, and then I was out and running and sweaty and crazy all day, so I had to get ready again, and I put it in just a second ago as well. And yes, your confirm or deny your seasonal scents. You have 4 of them. They are the solstice and equinox scents. Those are around all year. They stay?
That's correct. Yeah, and our summer scent hasn't released yet. That'll be the summer solstice, which is next week.
Yes,
they're all there to stay year round.
Yes, I love that, and the people do as well. Yes, please. Yeah. Heck yeah. Need that anniversary one. What's the feedback been like on your guys' 1-year anniversary set?
It's been good. Yeah, it's definitely probably the sweetest one we've done. Bard is a sweet scent as well, but a lot of people really enjoyed it. So that was cool to see.
And we are running low on that one. That is, we're probably going to stop selling that one this week.
Wow.
So if anybody does want that, this will probably be the last opportunity to get it. So it is just kind of a limited 1st year anniversary type deal. We don't want to do the necessarily have people get FOMO over it, but we do want to, at least it's more of a commemorative thing. So.
Absolutely. No, people want to know that because if it goes away, then they come back. They're like, well, I didn't have a chance to get it. And stuff. So, yes, listen up if you want to try that one, guys. Top Hat, always showing love. Druid.
Yeah.
Vinny, who is a massive human, world strongman type guy, said, never tried y'all, but I'd have to go for the Barbarian just from the name. Fitting.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. I heard leather. Yes. One more time. Which is the most leather forward scent?
Ranger.
There we go. Okay. And let me see what else we have. Barbarian is Big Stu's favorite. He also loves the Bard. Awesome. Hey, Saad, welcome. Okay, let me see. Makes me want to play 2nd edition Dungeons and Dragons again. There you go. And we'll get into all of it. I'm just trying to get all this out here, you guys. So is this thing? No, again, guys, it's a medium viscosity. Also, if you check the blend on the screen, I haven't said it. I'm sure you guys have read it by now, but meadow foam, golden jojoba, rosehip, argan, avocado, and sunflower. Goodness, you guys. An absolutely amazing blend. Microscope says, I also love Barbarian. So very cool. And they had some colorful feedback on that one. If you guys want to borrow that one. We get some fun people in the chat lately, and I'm like, let's just have some fun with them. Let's go.
Yeah.
And John says Friday is for Dungeons and Dragons, slaying beast, rolling dice, but now it's Dancy tabletop. Hey, oh dang, got a smell nice. I like it. All right,
Bard in there.
Rangers were super popular. Yeah, and yeah, Brad, dude. The sandalwood is so good. I knew we were going to rock people's worlds with this one, and I can't wait for them to get it. And so they're able to get this and say, I get it now. All right, I understand because I think they're going to be really like perplexed until they try it. And I'm pumped for that one.
Yeah, no, even when we were talking about it, you had told me that on paper you wouldn't have guessed that would be the one in a million years, but
no. Never ever, but I just couldn't get away from it. Sam is obsessed with it as well. So awesome. It's really, really good. And so we're gonna get into this. Yeah, we'll get into the wash and just so there is this scent, you guys, is available in oil, butter, and wash. Speaking of that, their beard wash just released. Would you guys say that the scent of the beard wash lingers, or is it something that's pretty much done out of the shower?
I would say it's pretty close to done out of the shower. We didn't overpower it just in case you wanted to use other products with it, but it still has strong enough that you can smell it while you're in the shower.
I agree. I agree fully.
It works. Yeah.
Yep. I've only tried the Commander, but it did not linger at all. It was a beautiful, and like, if you can get a scent in wash, the spa-like experience from the Commander in the shower with the steam and the warmth, it works very well as a wash. Very, very, very well. I love that scent profile for that. And JP says, Tabletop's oil is the most vibrant golden color of any oil I've tried. It looks like a magical potion.
That's awesome. Cool. Yeah, when we switched our label company too, it's a silverback label. And so it kind of just makes that oil color pop even more.
True. I never thought about that. Very, very true. All right, so let's hit some news here, and then we'll get into some more details, and then we'll kind of dive into the company more and more. But you guys just recently completed your first year of business. Any quick reflection or thoughts on what you thought you were getting into in the community? And you guys do a lot of markets and stuff. So just any like first year thoughts and feedback for the community, because people, they want to know, like they don't run, most people watching don't run beard product companies. So they like to learn about this stuff and hear about it. So 1 year in and many, many, many more to go. Thoughts, observations, what do you got?
Yeah. I have to be honest, like Shane had this concept cooking around for a while before he told Justin and I about it. And then really it was, I want to say January of 2023 is when Shane approached Justin and I about it. And we were on board like right away. And, we decided that May 1st was going to be our launch date. And so really just, the three of us, being brothers and going into a business together and having that experience is something that we've been wanting to do for years. And so this beard care company that was, oriented around a tabletop gaming RPG theme was something that I felt really clicked for us. And so getting, from that point to where we were fulfilling our first orders through our website, and it was a huge learning experience, and it was something where I was really grateful that I had help, that we all helped, or I didn't have help. We all helped each other is what I should need to say, but that we were all able to do this together and split that workload up and really just kind of take on different things and get that, going a lot quicker than I think any of us could have done it by ourselves, And so that was really, I think we're fortunate that we have always gotten along really well, and there's never like drama at all, like any drama whatsoever between us. I mean, that's not to say we don't make fun of each other.
You have to, yeah.
You know,
guys. No, just kidding.
but yeah, that was just getting that going, getting it launched. I mean, that's such a huge hurdle in itself, you know, because there's so many people out there that, you know, they have these ideas, but you know, getting just something like getting a website, you know, like getting to the point where you actually can sell something, you know, much less having a product to sell in the first place, you know, like there's so many different factors there. And so going through that experience and then getting things rolling, and then especially seeing like once we started doing some, you know, advertising and things like that, and watching the sales roll in, it's been a very rewarding experience, and it's been a lot of fun. And you know, you know, it just makes me excited for, you know, what's to come, and to see this thing grow and be, you know, most importantly, just be part of this community. And that was the thing that I think really, I shouldn't say surprised me, but it was a real pleasant discovery, is just this whole beard care community that exists, you know. And then, you know, your show, for example, you know, just an incredible number of people who are following you and participating, and just how positive and you know, supportive everybody is. And so we felt like this was like, you know, this was perfect for us. And so that's kind of the experience that you know, that's what sticks out in my mind the most from the experience.
Love that. All right, what else, fellas? What reflection, build on that?
Yeah, I've had a lot of sales jobs in the past, so it's been a lot of fun to sell a product that have helped create. So believing in it and selling something that we love. Also, some of our live events, we've done some festivals and Renaissance Fair, and meeting people, introducing them to beard care products, people with great beards that have maybe never used anything. So having conversations with people, and people that use other products that we've used. It's fun to chat with them about those products, and it's been a great group of people to be around.
Yeah, I bet those markets can be so much fun.
Oh, they've been great.
And you guys, yeah, work them. They have a really cool setup at these different things. And if you guys haven't, I'm gonna drop their Instagram in the chat. If you guys want to go give them a follow over there, they post really cool content. They got their stickers. They do the characters, and when they do the markets, they let word get out about them at the market, so you guys can come visit them if you're in the Pacific Northwest or are visiting, anything like that. So they do have some really cool stuff that's going on with the market. So yeah, awesome. And then Shane, any additional thoughts?
Yeah, I would just like to build on that, like just kind of the education of beard care, like Justin was saying, getting to know people who maybe heard of beard oil, but like don't really know what it's for, or like what it's about, and just that interaction with people, getting to know the community. We've had several other beard company owners just reach out and say, hey, and like congratulate us on some of our milestones and stuff, which is just, it's really cool. And it's just such a positive and welcoming community. And, you know, I was on the consumer side of it for a long time, watching your streams, going through a bunch of different companies, and then to just be on this side of it and just see that it's, you know, just so rewarding to be a part of this community and have such a positive, you know, outlook on everything. It's just great. And it's, like Justin said, just all the people we get to meet. We met a group of people called the Seattle Knights. They do like reenacting of jousting and like sword fights and stuff. That was really cool. They bought some of our products, and they were really, really excited about it. And, you know, the more events we're doing, the more events we're getting invited to as well. And it's just been a lot of fun. And we're kind of, you know, building our local reputation as well, which is just really cool, because it's something that we decided was going to be important for us in the beginning, is to make sure that, you know, whatever we're doing, we still want to have a local presence as well.
Yeah, that's the fun stuff. Then people know you when you're out and you go to the markets and they get to see you again. Yeah, that's the cool stuff. I love that. So, okay, cool. So 1 year complete. The beard wash is complete. I would consider this a gentle daily beard wash. Is that what you guys were going for on this one?
Yeah, absolutely.
Beautiful. Beautiful. And then, yeah, guys, the summer solstice is coming out soon. Let me take you over to their website real quick. If you want to find the collaboration, pretty simple. For me, the easiest way is click shop by scent and then just scroll down to the bottom. And then on the bottom there, you have the Legends series. That's super cool. And then where the collaboration is, if you click it, all the products are there located for any of the scent. They also have that limited time only anniversary one at the very bottom. And then the ones that I'm absolutely obsessed with are these all-natural essential oils. The summer one will be added very, very soon, but we have the winter solstice right here. And again, this is winter mint and pine. It's just a wonderful, wonderful scent, you guys. I think it's my internet.
Thank you so much.
Too much, Dan. It's not them. So that's the navigation of the site, you guys. Pretty simple, of course. It pops back right then, right as I leave. Oh, now it's what? Oh, it doesn't. It's not letting me show it on stream. Interesting. I wonder if. Oh, there it goes. I was like, it was up, and then I shared, and it went away. So yeah, there we go on the essential oils one, guys. Truly, truly fantastic. The first run of hats are almost here. I'm excited about that. I'm very, very pumped. As you guys know, I'm a hat guy, so I'm gonna have to get one of those. Do you guys have any timeline on when you're expecting the hats to be for sale?
I believe we get the shipment in the next week or so. And then we're going to try to get them up as soon as possible. We went with Branded Bills. That was a company that we know is high quality, and I really enjoy their that brand. So yeah, we went with them, and it'll be we should have them real soon. So
the best.
Yeah, and we are doing we do just have a very small limited amount of quantities at first. So that's not to say that we won't get more, but if anybody does want a hat, they would do better to order sooner rather than later, because we'll run out probably, and then we'll have to put in another order. So yeah, it's our first foray into merchandise and stuff like that. So we like to take things a little bit slow and conservative, so that we don't buy something that people don't like and then we're stuck with it.
Yeah. Yep, entirely. And very cool. Bobby says this brand looks awesome and we'll support for sure. We'll be reaching out for sure.
Thank you.
Love that. And David said that he got some Ranger on a Beard Topics question, which you guys have sponsored. And he said, and love it. Congrats on your first year.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Very, very excited. So awesome. Okay. And all right, we'll pop back over here. And then in the future, near future, you have another core scent or two that we can be looking forward to?
Yeah. We're trying to do another release kind of mid to end of summer. We have summer solstice coming out, and then we want to do another in our main line, and possibly it'll be a double release. It's kind of we're kicking that idea around.
Okay,
so
cool. And if anybody's like, Dan, those all sound great, but I'm an unscented guy, Game Master is your unscented. So if you're looking for something, hop on the Game Master. That's one that I use. It's up on the frequently used shelf upstairs, so it's a great one to have. And tonight, we will be doing 3 giveaways. We'll be kind of rolling those out pretty soon here, you guys. And we're going to be giving away a sample set. And then 2 different people are going to win a set of an oil, butter, and wash. Oil, butter, and wash here. And in the wash, guys, is the wash available in select scents, all scents, or how's that rolling out to start?
Currently, it's available in our core line and the Commander. It's not available in our essential oil only line yet. That is going to happen. That's just... we didn't get that done yet. So
okay, cool. And Amber, who's actually a content creator for a woman using beard products on her hair and her skin, she says definitely use Game Master on my face.
Awesome.
So super cool. Yeah. Even beyond beard. So I will throw a link in the chat so you guys can get signed up and all ready. The giveaways are very, very simple. All you got to do is click that link, put your name, put your email, and be subscribed, and you're all set, you guys. And Mike made his decision. He got the duo of Commander. He also went Ranger and Barbarian.
Good choices.
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go.
Thanks,
yeah, so Kenny or anybody else that's not in during normal giveaway times, all you got to do is there is a link that I just put into the stream. Oh, he goes, into the chat. Click it, put your name, put your email, and you're all good to go. And Corey, one of our friends from Canada, says, I've said it before, but I give mad props to business owners. So much work goes into behind the scenes. Congrats on the success, Tabletop. Yeah, that's very much true.
So much, yeah.
Yes, thank you, Corey.
It's true. And shout out to Donald driving back from a anniversary trip down to Florida. Travel safely, my man. Glad to see you in here. And so, yeah, so let's get into, we'll do some giveaways in a second here, but let's get into a couple of basics, and then we'll get some questions going kind of from there. But your guys' theme is tabletop games, right? An example that most people are familiar with, or at least know the name, is Dungeons and Dragons. Now, I have never played Dungeons and Dragons. I've never played like, is it called is that genre? Is that tabletop games?
Yeah.
Okay. And it's, I would call like a long form game. Like it's a game that just like continues to exist. I've never played a game where you play it, leave, and then come back to pick it up again. Like I've never done that. Tell me about like your guys, was it childhood that you played together? Did you pick it up as adults? And then where did that like connection come in where you're like, I think we can really make a theme of our company around this, just so anybody that, number one, plays tabletop games can connect with it, or people that don't, like myself, can kind of learn about it and hear just the thought process on it from you guys?
Yeah, my wife and I started playing Dungeons and Dragons like 13 years ago. It was kind of one of the first things we really got into together. Before that, when we were all growing up, we were playing like Super Nintendo and some JRPGs and stuff like that, and that kind of set the tone for that genre. And then my wife and I really got into tabletop gaming, and I played with my friends. I spent most of my early 20s just instead of going out and partying, everybody would just come to my house and we'd all play Dungeons and Dragons or whatever tabletop game we felt like playing at that point. And it was something that I have loved so much that it felt good to make a connection. And then these guys have joined in, and it's just a lot of fun because we're always, picking on each other anyway. And now we get to just do it in a fantasy setting.
That's cool.
But yeah, we do a live stream on our YouTube channel. We try to do every other Sunday. A lot of times things pop up, but that's just, and it's like you said, it's a game where you have to set a time frame because you could play all day if you wanted to and still not be done. And so we set for like 2 hours and then just pick it back up next time, do a little recap, but it made a lot of sense to, go with that because there's a lot of gaming, I guess, people in the gaming community who have beards that are unkempt, and there's kind of that stigma with that community. And I thought it seemed like a cool idea to marry and build that bridge between the two communities. And
I love that. Yeah. I do got to give a quick little special shout out. So I was telling them I was wrestling with Violet before the stream started. Sam was gone with the boys. I had to get Violet to bed. Sam was actually taking the boys to a birthday party where they're ice skating. And the kid whose birthday, his name's Aiden. Happy birthday, Aiden. But his dad is a good friend of mine, soccer friend, soccer family, and he is a massive Dungeons and Dragons guy. He does a live stream as well. They have a full community, and he's a massive fan of tabletop. So shout out to Ian Hartman. Yeah, if you ever see Ian on there and you see the same city where I'm from, it'll stick out to you. Shout out to him. He's a big fan of you guys' products, and he doesn't get super vocal in the chat and stuff, but he usually is watching and hanging and out and stuff. So I think that's really cool. A friend of mine, somebody local who likes the same things you guys do, but also loves the products. It's really cool to kind of see it all come together.
That's awesome. Very cool.
Yeah, I love that. So yeah, I for sure could see myself. So here's my thing. And you guys have probably gotten to know me and my personality. I am a very obsessive person. Like if I start something, I do it. Like I don't do a lot of things because the things I do are so cumbersome and just take over my whole life. With tabletop games, I know I would like it. I know I would love the characters and the storyline, and like I would love it. That's dangerous. That's dangerous for me in my schedule in my life. So I could see I could really see it being as a cool thing where, especially as your kids get a little bit older, like bonding with your kids and getting like actual sit down time and doing something that's on a table, you know? And so I could see that in the future. Right now, I don't think my kids would have the attention span for it, but in the future, that would be a really cool kind of like family bonding moment. And especially with the stories and the themes, it just seems like there's so much you could do. So much you could do.
Yeah, my wife and I currently have a game with one of our friends, and we're playing with our kids. And
cool.
My son is 7 and my daughter's 9, and it's just really fun to see like where their imagination takes them and how they problem solve and things like that. And
yeah,
you know, rolling the dice helps them with their math and stuff.
Everybody's like, it's so dangerous. Let me tell you about dangerous. I run 4 games right now. Yeah, I fully understand.
Yes, it's definitely a commitment.
That's super cool. Love that. Okay, how about we do a giveaway, guys? And then from there, if you guys have questions for the company, I have a couple starred, and we'll get to know them based on what you guys are wondering, whether it's about themselves and things that they like, or about the products, about the company, about what's to come. Any of that type of stuff would be welcomed here. And then Joe says, very cool presentation, very quick, friendly service, and the scents are great.
Thank you, Joe.
Yes.
Love that. All right, guys. So one more time, I will put a link in the chat. Once you guys click the link and sign up, you're good for all the giveaways. You don't have to keep re-entering. But if you have not signed up yet, nothing has been drawn, so you still will have a chance. The first one, let's go ahead and do a sample set. Shane, what can they look forward to if they win this sample set?
It will be 15 now, 15 5-milliliter samples.
Wow.
So one of everything.
Okay. So every scent that they have, you guys, you will get the sample of it, and they are 5 mils.
Yep.
So 5 mils there. You're looking at 30 mil is a normal oil, 5 mil, and it's the nice little, I have it right over there, nice little dropper top. For my beard, I get usually 2 uses out of them, which is really good because I have a lot of beard. Yeah, 15, John.
Yeah.
Exactly. So if you see your name on the screen, you guys, drop a comment to claim your victory. Just try to be timely with it. Say something along the lines of, that's me, woohoo, something like that. And this win will be yours. They will contact you over the course of the next couple of days with the email you signed up with, just to get your government name, but also your shipping address, and then probably your favorite character. No, just kidding. You don't have to do that. All right. Do we have in the building a Mr. Michael Schultz? Michael Schultz, come on down. Nice. Steve says, very large assortment of oils. Feeling beard is great. Yes, it is. We'll talk a lot about the art. We'll talk a lot about the scents, but please, you guys, do not overlook that carrier blend. Do not overlook how amazing this is. It really is wonderful. All right. Do we have Michael Schultz in the building? We have a yes, sir. I don't know if is that you? Let me see if we have a Michael. That's me. That is him. That'll work. All right.
Awesome. Congratulations.
Yeah, congratulations, Michael.
That art looks like a character of you. Seems fitting. So congrats, Michael. They will be in contact with you, and you got 15 sample oils that are going to be heading your way. Heck yes. All right. Love that. And yeah, guys, thanks for all the congrats. And Donald says 40% off. Highly recommend the Fighter, Barbarian, Rogue, and Ranger.
Thanks, Donald. That's awesome.
Donald speaks very, very highly of you guys, and Donald is a very experienced beardsman who's tried many, 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 many companies. He not only talks highly of your products, but he always compliments your process and how you guys market and how you guys are going about your business. That's something that Donald super values. We have very, very deep conversations on that stuff, and so he speaks glowingly about you guys and how you run your business.
That's cool.
Yeah, thank you, Donald. We appreciate your support.
Heck yeah. So again, guys, the Commander is the Collab all natural essential oils, sandalwood, tea tree, patchouli. It's like a spa. It's refreshing. I mean, it's just wonderful. So the difference between golden jojoba and regular, I mean, to break it down the most simple way, regular jojoba is straight clear. It is just a clear liquid. Golden jojoba gives you this beautiful color. Do you guys have anything more to add on the differences on why you went golden jojoba over the more common regular jojoba?
No, not really. A lot of that, like the quality of it was very similar, but we were trying to get that golden color with our blend as well. So it just made more sense.
Yep, absolutely. And Steve says Ranger is my wife's favorite from the sample set. What?
Very nice.
And you guys do a lot of markets, so you get a lot of feedback from women. Anytime a company does a market, women are kind of the more aggressors, are more like likely to come up. They're more likely to have no filter and share exactly what they're thinking about your products, which you don't see as much online. And believe it or not, people are a little bit nicer, a little bit more censored online, and in person, man. I've done a lot of markets myself. Man, they just tell you. So what would you say has been like the most kind of popular sense for the women?
Yeah, I would say Bard and Warlock and Cleric tend to be what we see women gravitate toward the most when they're purchasing for themselves. And I think that when they're trying to get their significant other or their partner to make a purchase, a lot of times we see Ranger and Fighter as a couple of the options, and also Bard as well. They do like when their man wears Bard. So
yeah, nope, that's awesome. And we do have a quick special shout out to Laura. Speaking of wives, shout out to Laura. She is watching the stream right now, and they want to give a little surprise out to her. So no problem at all there. Do you know if it is Australian sandalwood?
I don't know that off the top of my head.
Oh yeah, I'm trying to think of my smell here. No, I don't know off the top of my head either. And speaking of wives, crazy. My wife just texted me. She goes, we were watching TV last night. I've never had this happen in my life. We weren't even watching. It was just on like the screen. It like popped and our TV went out. We lost our bedroom TV and we forgot to get one. And it's such like a foreign thing to be like, we have no TV to watch in bed. That was a weird thing. She's like, oh, we forgot to get a TV. It's like, shoot, you're right. We did. Speaking of the wives. So, yeah, too funny. Okay. Couple more questions that we have here for you guys. Oh, and also Sarah says patchouli, so good for your skin. And again, that is the essential oil. So you do get some of those benefits when you're using essential oils. So I love that. And Joseph says, is there any concern of pets, especially cats, and the tea tree oil? Joseph, I have 3 cats, very loving, very amazing cats, and I have no concerns there. If I was applying a bottle of tea tree oil to my beard or to a cat, I probably would have a concern. But in the potency that you use it, if it's going to be safe on your face, and especially if it absorbs in, I don't have any personal concerns. I'm not a vet or a doctor in that situation, but don't let your cat lick your beard as you're applying it. That might not be the greatest idea in the world, but I wouldn't want them licking oil anyway. So I don't know if you guys have anything to add on to that.
No, I've got cats and dogs, and I've had no issues with any of that either.
Yep.
Yeah,
okay.
Same here.
Cool. And then shout out to Santa Tom. I don't know if you've seen another content creator, great dude. And he said, just ordered Commander. It's got to be awesome to be able to work with your brothers.
It really is.
It is. Yeah. You know, one of the nice things about it is we can be a little unfiltered with each other about certain things, you know, especially if one of us doesn't like an idea or if we don't think something, we're not like, you know, we're already, you know, brother, we're not trying to impress each other, you know, as silly as that sounds. So we can just, you know, be pretty, I don't want to say brutally honest because we're not rude to each other about it, but we just be like, no, I don't like that. I don't think that's a great idea, you know, or I don't see the point in doing that. Or, you know, we can have those types of conversations and we don't get offended or hurt, you know, because somebody doesn't like our idea.
But I also think we're more comfortable with sharing ideas that maybe we wouldn't share. Like if it was something I was nervous about or unsure of, it's great to be able to run something by these guys and get honest opinions.
Awesome. And you have one of your biggest fans popping in right now, Mr. G Square, says so stoked about this. Yep, this company is doing amazing things and are absolutely phenomenal humans. And I believe you guys had a chance to be able to meet, right?
Yeah, I actually just hand delivered an order to him the other day when I was in his area.
Yeah, and he's been nice enough to show up at some of the local events as well.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Been
Yeah.
awesome. It's been great to meet him and his family, and it's been really cool.
That's so cool. That's so dang cool. All right, and again, I have to show this because this is such a good comment. Barbarian is probably my favorite
really
scent
appreciate that.
ever, and their oil and butter are amazing. Love that. Which is more popular, Druid or Wizard?
I would say Wizard,
Okay.
but Wizard's been around longer, so I mean, it's got more of an established, I guess. I don't want to call it a fan base because that sounds silly, but there's more people who like Wizard already by the time Druid came out. But I think in person, it's kind of funny. Like online, our sales don't necessarily reflect what the in-person events gravitate toward. So Druid tends to be popular as an in-person scent, whereas Wizard seems to be more popular online. I think people like the idea of the tobacco scent, but sometimes they're looking for something that's a little bit more smoky, whereas our tobacco is more of a fresh tobacco with spices. And so it's not really filling what they're looking for. And so when they're in person and they smell that versus Druid, then they're more inclined to go with Druid because it's got that earthier scent to it.
Perfect. And you
Wouldn't
kind of
say-
answered his next question already.
I wouldn't say a sweet tobacco. I think it's
I said fresh.
what he's asking about us.
Oh, sorry. I learned how to read yesterday. Still trying to get up to speed on things.
Yeah, I wouldn't say a sweet tobacco, but yeah, he described it as a very fresh. Yeah, I think that was great.
Absolutely. And I know this answer, but stickers are on all of his water bottles. Is there a commander character sticker with this one?
Yes.
There
If you order the duo,
So
right?
Yeah. So we do character stickers when people are buy the oil and butter duo.
perfect. All right. So one more time, guys. If you buy an oil and butter duo, you get the sticker. And these are, I'm assuming the die cut stickers are just really thick, great quality on these ones. So if you're a sticker person, it's the duo that gets the stickers. And probably most challenging question, Shane, were you named after the movie?
I was.
He was, yeah.
Yes.
No
And
lie.
I heard, "Come back, Shane. Don't you see we need you?" My whole life growing up.
Okay.
We still say that to him once in a while.
So I feel very, very ignorant right now. Which movie?
It's an old country western movie called Shane.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
don't think I've even heard of it.
Lucky you.
I think it came out in the 60s. Yeah.
Okay. All right. And Funhouse, who loves you guys as well, says these
Yes.
brothers are doing amazing work and such great guys. Love talking to them, being able to use such amazing products.
Yeah. We
Appreciate
appreciate
that.
the support, Brandon.
Thanks.
That's awesome. Awesome. Okay. We got that. We got the new. And then what, so you guys now, you have your product line. What would be your ultimate next couple of years? What are some things that you would love to grow into? Where do you see yourselves going? If you guys want to touch on that for a couple of minutes, because people love to get attached to companies and kind of see where that vision's going in the future.
Yeah. We've since we started, we've been very community oriented. So everything that we do, everything that we strive for is oriented toward getting more involved in the community. And that's not just, the bearded community, but also tabletop gaming. We work with some local organizations that put on events, for example, and we try to be supportive of that and show up and share their existence, even though they're more popular than we are a lot of times. So, but that's, in the long run, we want to be more than just a beard care brand. We want to be a men's, grooming products brand, sell a general array of men's grooming products. Also get into the realm of fantasy and gaming, and so that's important to us as well. And we're, real excited about some things that are coming up. Like, for example, we work with talented artist Felipe over in, is he in France or Spain?
He's in France.
France. So we like working with Felipe. We also have an author, a fantasy award-winning fantasy author, Kevin, who we work with, and he does a lot of the stuff on our blog. And we're also collaborating with him on a really big project right now that we're excited about, which we'll be announcing later this year. And these are things that are outside the realm of beard care, but they also fit with what we're doing.
Mm-hmm.
And we want to use that as just kind of a platform to grow into something that is that people can get a lot out of, not just one specific thing.
That heck to the yes. Heck yes. I love that. And man, I feel, and we've talked forever, you guys, but I just feel like there's such a market for you guys. And Shane kind of touched on it, and it's something I think we can speak kind of openly about. And that is with Dungeons and Dragons, with Pokemon, with anime, there is a fault. It's not good. It's not based in reality, but there is this stigma oftentimes where you think about guys in their parents' basement that have the big beards that are unkept, and they're not caring for themselves. But there's a lot of guys that do have beards in that space, but don't know about beard care. It's not that it's unkept. It's not that they're lazy. They just don't know. And if we look at the scene of beards in general, most beards, if you were to go out and walk at a fair, my cities are doing all their fairs right now, and you saw beautiful beards, and you're like, hey man, what do you use in your beard? Most of them are going to say nothing. And so the opportunity is so vast, and you guys are so niched into that market and so relatable to that market too, for the guys that do enjoy tabletop games. I just see you guys getting involved in that world and being the face of beard care for it. And I'm so pumped for that, because I know it's going to happen. It's just too natural of a fit. And I've seen other companies, whether it's they latch onto the barber industry, or they will latch onto the rock and roll industry, or even a company in Michigan latched onto NASCAR, and they blew up. I really see that lane going for you guys, and I'm so pumped for it.
Thank you. Yeah,
super cool question. Have you guys ever considered playable minis for some of your scents?
We have, and it's not happening yet, but we do plan on it at some point. We've worked on it a little bit. It's just kind of with some of the other things we want to work towards right now. It's just not. It doesn't make sense for us yet, but that's definitely on our list.
Yeah, I could see that. That would be so cool. And Robot says, gamer nerds came up in the last 5 years. You never used to hear girls say they were into gamer nerd type guys, but now it's a thing. I have a feeling, I actually have a video coming out similar to this, but in a different world. I have a feeling that COVID was amazing for tabletop games, and was amazing for guys that, air quotes, nerd, which I don't even think's a diss anymore. When I was growing up, it was a diss. If you call someone a nerd today, to me, it goes to like a specialized intelligence. It's like they're very intelligent about something. Like if someone calls me a beard nerd, I'm like, hey man, thank you. That's super cool. I appreciate that. Like, that's so nice of you. But I have a feeling, and you guys would be able to kind of have an observation, especially Shane, who was so into this. COVID seems like it was a great thing for gamer nerds and tabletop fans.
Yeah, definitely. Because with everyone being in lockdown, people weren't allowed to go do their normal things. And it was kind of the time where like gaming online with each other started getting more popular. And then, COVID happened. And then you could just meet all your friends on your computer, and you could play your game right there. And it just, so many communities popped up just based on tabletop gaming and Discord groups and everything. And I definitely think that helped, like, I guess, bring awareness to tabletop gaming for those who, because a lot of people know what Dungeons and Dragons is, but they don't know what it is. Like, they've heard of it, but they have no idea what like a tabletop game would be. And so, I definitely think that helped. And then, right when we launched, I think the movie came out too. And so, and you've got like these like groups that are on YouTube that are like really popular, and it's definitely becoming more and more of a, I don't know, like, a social community where people are just open about it and really enjoy it. And I think we launched kind of right at the right time for that, because more and more people are getting into it as well, just as more and more people are getting into beard care. And it's been really cool to see how we fit in with the two communities, and it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, and I'm an SEO guy, and behind the scenes, I love the cross-pollination of
Mhm.
somebody searching for, like, let's say a character type or searching for something, and then you guys pop up on the radar and they're like, holy crap, I have a beard. I like these. Let me give this a try, which speaks much more to them. If I can be super real for a second, I actually was just talking to Down Long about this, and we both were like, I don't know why it bothers us so much when companies go to, in my opinion, cheap tactics like sexualizing women and putting
Mhm.
like these ads that's like, hey, I'm a lumberjack. I'm gonna get chicks if I put this in my beard. Like, there's a massive portion of men that have no like no relatability to that. Like,
Right.
I've never once put in a beard oil and just had like a girl pop out of a lake and flip her hair back and like run over to me. Like, that's never happened.
Mhm.
But I can understand the experience of a guy online seeing an ad, seeing a sponsorship, searching for something, and seeing like this company and being like, that speaks to me. But it's in like the most genuine, purely like beautiful way that you guys are building this company, and it makes it so cool to be able to have to come up with a character and then think
Mhm.
about, what would a scent be like for that character. Okay, what would the art be like for that character?
Mhm.
It's like you guys have a roadmap, but then you have such creative freedom within that roadmap.
Yeah, absolutely. And developing the sense for the characters has been one of the funnest parts because it's and that's something we get complimented a lot on when we go to like these in-person events, is people are like, man, you really matched these up with the class really well. And so that's always a really, really good compliment because it's always coming from a genuine place.
Steve.
Yeah.
He's talking about
Yeah.
the ladies popping out of the lake. He said it happens all the time, and his wife says, it does not.
Yeah, and you
So
mentioned
funny.
the marketing aspect too, and I know that there's some people who are into that type of branding and advertising and stuff like that, but we're very family. We like to see ourselves as family friendly. Behind the scenes, we can be R-rated, with each other about certain things,
They're
but
humans. Yeah.
as far as we want a brand where we're not feeling a little bit like we're going to cringe or feel a little embarrassed if somebody sees it, and like we're not that type of people.
Mhm.
We are very like to be respectful, and we want people to like our product because it's a good product. We don't want to sell some image that things are going to happen for you all of a sudden.
Mhm.
It's we want you to like using our product.
Yep.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, and to that end, like one of the kind of our mantra before we even launched was just that like good enough isn't good enough. Like we had specific things in mind, and we weren't gonna like get close and be like, okay, that's good enough. We were like, nope, this has to, like Ranger. That's our most popular scent. That one took over 40 tries to get to what we wanted it, because it was a specific scent we had in mind, and we weren't going to settle for less. And I think that has helped us continue to grow, is we're constantly like, no, that's not good enough. We want this, and this is what it's going to be. And it worked. When we found our artist, and it's worked with our author and that we're working with, and we work with a videographer and who does great work. And it's just, we want to be presentable, and yes, the art is cool, but also the product has to be kind of the main story, like the main character of the show. So we're making sure that the product's great, and we're also having fun with it, with all the cool aesthetics of it.
That's so cool. That's so dang cool. All right, let's go ahead and drop our second out of the 3 giveaways, you guys. And so I will drop the link in the chat in case anybody came in later. And all right, William, take care. And Jacob, if you got to run, totally understand. See you, my friend. And so for the giveaway, guys, we're going to do an oil, butter, and wash set. So just click that link, put your name and email if you have not yet. And then if you guys have more questions for this company, now is the perfect time to drop those. And we will, we have, really? So I immediately upon using your products, I won't burst out of a flannel shirt and grow chest hair.
Unfortunately, no.
Dude, I see.
We're working on it. We're working on
Right.
it.
Yeah. Once you get that down, let me know and I'll definitely go in. Obviously the algorithm knows me. I don't care about much, but I do care about beards and I care about soccer. That's kind of like my whole, and like motivational speakers. That's like my whole algorithm. So I see every beard ad in the world and I just laugh. It just kills me on these ridiculous ones where it's like, okay, like they're going to try your product and think that it's going to make them, get muscles and get chicks. But when the chicks don't pop out of the woods, when your muscles don't burst your shirt, do they come back again? Or is your strategy just getting people for that first time? I just crack up at that stuff. And then I see something like yours and I'm like, it just makes sense. Yeah, it just makes sense. And so, yeah, no flannels down in Florida. Man, we've been in a heat wave. I don't know about you guys. How's the Pacific Northwest been for temps?
Yeah, we've been getting up in the 90s recently, so
Dang.
we're getting pretty close to triple digits.
Yeah.
I think we're supposed to be like 60s or 70s tomorrow, though, like high 60s, low 70s tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
It'll be in the 60s, 70s one day, and then 2 days later will be like 97 degrees. I mean, it's just all over the place.
Yeah.
Now, how far, and you guys might not know this, just general, how far are you guys about away from Boise?
I was in Boise earlier this week. It's about a 4.5 hour drive, 300 miles.
Okay, not bad. So my sister, the lawyer, the Ivy League lawyer one, she is actually moving right now to Boise. So I'll actually be out in your guys' neck of the woods, I'm guessing a couple times a year.
Nice.
4 hours, that's nothing. We will make
That's a great
happen.
city too. That's a really cool town.
Yeah, it's
That's
massive.
that's what
growing
I've
up
heard.
massively, yeah.
My sister has a unique life. She's Ivy League lawyer. Well, now she represents celebrities in LA, but obviously doesn't like living in LA. So she lives in Boise, which has a pretty good airport and can fly out there pretty easily. Her boyfriend is a river rafting instructor of all things. And Boise has a river that runs through town and it's close to another very major river that's not too far. And so it's like the best of all worlds for them. So I'm sure we'll be out there visiting a bunch.
Way cool.
Awesome.
Yep, absolutely. I'm in Utah. Is Tabletop my neighbor? What do you tell guys what do you tell people, Paul, where you guys are from?
Yeah, we're in the lower Yakima Valley, Washington State. So like Southeast Washington. So if you know where like Walla Walla, Tri-Cities, Yakima, maybe Ellensburg, if you know where any of those cities are in the southeast corner of the state, that's where we're at. So we're not on the west side of the mountains where a lot of people, they think of Washington, they think of rain and trees. We're like in a tundra desert region where we don't get a ton of rain and there's a lot of sagebrush and sand everywhere.
Cheatgrass
and go heads. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Corey, I don't know. I've actually never met him. I don't really know anything about him. But they've lived in like West Virginia and did the rivers there. They've lived all over the place, and that's what he does. And then in the winter, they have like ski slopes near there, and so he'll do like ski things in the winter. And she loves Boise, like loves Boise. So
that's cool.
Definitely. Thank you, Ash. And I'm pumped to get out that way because I have done Seattle. I did Seattle for a week, and that was awesome. I really enjoyed. We not necessarily like Seattle, like downtown, but we did some rafting. We went and did all the fish market. We went salmon fishing and stuff. My one most unique thing about that area is I grew up in Michigan, still here, and we go fishing. That's just kind of what we do in the Great Lakes. In Seattle, there's no barb fishing. So you have to have a straight hook, which in Michigan, we get a barb, which if you don't know what that means, your hook is like in this direction. The barb goes the other direction. So when you catch a fish, it's harder for the fish to come off. In Seattle, they have rules against barbs. So it was like the most difficult fishing I've ever done and had to learn how to like keep the tension more than ever. And stuff. So, that was unique. I like.
Yeah, I've lost a lot of salmon in the Puget Sound.
Yes.
For that reason.
Yep. And I did too. And the ones we caught, we actually ate one right on board, filleted it up, no cooking, no anything, a little bit of gluten-free soy sauce, ate it, and it was nice. Yeah, very fresh. Very, very fresh. All right. If you see your name on the screen, line tension is key. I know I had to learn that. I used to be spoiled and lazy. But if you see your name on the screen, drop a comment and you're going to get a trio set for free from this great company. Do we have Robert Byers the third? Come on down, Robert. Another very experienced beardsman, super positive guy. And thank you guys for these generous giveaways and giving back to the community. I'm excited if it's people that haven't had a chance to try you guys yet, that they get to try them and then hopefully are customers for life.
That's awesome. Yeah, it's always fun to get the people who have never tried us to get the free products and get us on their shelves and get to know us a little better through our product.
Yeah, and if you guys have not connected with Emo, he's one of my longest friends in this entire community. I've known Emo for 6+ years. Amazing human. And he said he had no idea you guys were from Washington.
Yep, that's awesome.
Very cool.
Super cool. So yeah, make sure Emo, reach out to them. You guys would get along very, very, very well. Me and Emo today had some really cool discussions. Awesome. Congrats, Robert.
Congratulations,
Robert.
Boom. Okay. We do have some more questions for you guys here. And Miles says, am I still the only Canadian so far? No, Corey's in here. Oh, that have tried the products? No, somebody else did earlier, I think. Do you guys ship to Canada?
We have. We've shipped to James from Top Hat. Yeah. It was a gift. So we didn't, it wasn't the like a
personal
sales
one, yeah.
Yeah, and so not currently.
Okay.
We have to look into it a little more.
Future. All right, cool. And
yep.
Miles says, I may have missed this from earlier if discussed, but what's the scent strength that each of you... Oh, dude, Miles, that's so crazy that you were going to say that, because they did kind of talk about... they did not scent strength, but strength. They did talk about that. I would like to know just real quick from you guys, what is your... Because I don't think any of you grew up dreaming of raising a beard product company and making beard product scents and stuff. And I know a little bit, I know a lot about Shane's background, but what is your background with whatever you guys feel comfortable with sharing, which I think is really cool because it does make for your guys' strengths of what you do with the company based on what you guys do outside of the company, if that makes sense. So if you guys could just one by one, what's your background outside of Tabletop Beard?
Yeah, I'll start. So I work as a project manager by day, and so I have a lot on my plate just on my day job with, managing projects and client expectations and working with teams and things of that nature. And then, as silly as it sounds, I picked up e-commerce and blogging as like a hobby, actually like right before COVID started, like the end of 2019, which was kind of odd timing, because then COVID hit and everybody suddenly was running a blog or a podcast or starting up a drop shipping business. So I really was in that wave. And so I built a few websites. And then, so when we started up the business, I was able to just roll a lot of that experience and into helping, get that going. And so that's where a lot of my experience or my background with in terms of how we, how I operate within the business. That's where I come from.
Yeah. So for my job, I manage an energy company. We deliver fuel and propane and lubricants. I know it's kind of different than beard oil, but I've got a lot of experience with government regulations, operating safely and cleanly, and being good stewards of the environment. Also spend a lot of time coaching youth football. Coached both of my sons when they were playing youth football and still involved with our league.
Yeah, I was in the wine industry for about 15 years. I went to college for winemaking, got a degree there. I switched to, I guess, the food industry. I'm in a kind of a specialized chocolate confectionery company. I'm a plant manager there, so I run all the production. So all my working life has been production, and so figuring out the best flow, and as well as working within like government guidelines and rules for sanitation, sterilization, keeping things clean, cross contamination, things like that. That's all stuff that I was raised in my day job, and so all that sensory analysis that I gained from the wine industry and from college has translated really well to scent development, and to just there's not a lot of chemistry that goes into it, but the calculations and the equations that you have to create for the product itself. And
yeah, great question, Miles. And it's if you guys sit back and reflect on it, which I'm sure you have, it is kind of freaky that it was like almost like the Avengers of brothers that like came together for a beard product industry. And it's like, okay, what do we need think of like solo entrepreneurs that just have no idea about any of this stuff. And they're like, I love beard products. I can make these. I want to do it. Now let me have a business. Okay. Do you know anything about SEO and websites? Okay, yeah, we got a brother for that. He's super into it. Cool. All right, what about like government regulations and sales and big business? Okay, we got a brother for that. All right, what about the beard product industry? One of the biggest challenges is being clean and sterile and safe, and then legal with scent creations and stuff. The only thing that's more than that, not only thing, one of the major things that's more than that is food and beverages. And we got a guy that grew up knowing how to do these things. It's like really crazy how your skill set came together and you guys have the different things that you do so well. And I'm sure you guys can empathize with other like companies and how they have one person, and that one person has to learn SEO, and then they have to learn IFRA, and then they have to learn the website and how to get this, and they have to go to the market, and they have to do like, it's really, really freaking cool. And I don't know any other like group, company, brothers that I can even like compare it to. And I think that's pretty special. And that was one of the things I was excited about. Full disclosure for the people watching, they messaged me and they're like, hey, is it better if we have like 3 different like computer accounts on, or if it's better in person? I was like, oh my God, in person. Like, yes, this is what's unique. This is what's special. That's what's really, really cool. And I hope you guys have had a chance to reflect on that, because it's really weird how it all came together.
Yeah, it is. And the funny thing about it is, the way we were able to come together and bring all our skills together, it really, I felt it gave us like a really good jump start, to the point where people a lot of times are surprised that we've only been around for a year. A lot of people, they see how we operate, they see our products, they see our website, they smell our products, and they think that we've been around for a while, and so I totally sympathize with anybody else trying to start this on their own. There's a lot to it. It's not easy. It's not a simple thing. It's a lot of work, and it's very rewarding. But for the people who can do it alone and pull it off, I mean, my hat's off to them. I don't know that I could do this by myself, to be honest. There's so much going on in my life otherwise, but to be able to do it with these guys is incredible.
Yeah, and it's great too, because if one of us gets busy with something, or just isn't feeling it for a little bit, or something's going on, then the others can kind of pick up the slack there. And it's really cool to be able to lean on each other. And I think Jason alluded to this in the beginning, but we wanted to be in business together for years. And where that started was with the wine industry, and we were going to start a meadery. I entered a amateur mead competition and won a gold medal, and we were just going to try to capitalize on that and move forward. And we bought a bunch of equipment, and then we just got really hit by red tape for like water rights and sewer rights, and it was going to be this massive upfront cost. And we just we didn't really ever want to get like investors or anything. We wanted to be our own bosses. We didn't want it to answer to anybody. And so we just hit all this red tape and kind of stopped. And then it's kind of funny, because I was at the gym, and you had just released a video about people complaining that the beard industry was too saturated. And you were like, no, it's not. It's not at all. It's a great time. And then I just started like the wheels started turning, and I thought that would be kind of cool. And then how would I present it? And then it just like kept going. And then before I'd even finished your video, I had reached out to you for a consultation. Like by the end of the day, I had registered the LLC and the domain for the website. And I've kind of a serial hobbyist, so I don't think my wife really took me serious in the beginning with this, because it was just like, oh great, now he's into beard oil. And but you know, it's taken off, and she's been really supportive, and our whole family's been really supportive of it, and it's awesome. You know, we all get together, all of our families get together, and we all, you know, we bottle, everybody pitches in to bottle beard oil or make the butter or whatever we need to get done.
Yeah, Shane's wife Layla does deserve special credit, because she's as much a part of this company as any of us. So
100%.
Yeah, she's behind the scenes.
She's there at all the events. Yeah, behind the scenes, doing a lot for the company. So
that's awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
She's kind of our shipping department. She gets everybody's orders out quick. She's always writing the personal notes for everybody. So yeah, big shout out to her. She does a lot.
That's cool. And I'm sure offers some female perspective on ideas, and when you bounce things off and stuff, that's just comes with the territory.
And that's you know, kind of all of the scents we've developed have gone through a female approval as well, because no man doesn't want to smell good to a woman kind of thing.
Right.
And you know, she uses the product in her hair too. She does she uses in her hair. You started using the wash in her hair as well. The mead competition, it was one in Phoenix, Arizona, I believe. It was a few years ago. I can't remember which one.
Super cool. And Jeffrey, you're right. I could get very deep into this. I could get very harsh about this if I wanted to, because it is a source of frustration at times. But Jeffrey says the beard industry is saturated, but it's saturated with people who don't know what they're doing. But there are a few that do know what they're doing, and that is the thing. When people are like, "There's a new company every day," and I'm like, "Well, check in 6 months," and you'll see that it's very difficult to do this on anything other than a hobby level. And people will see stuff and they'll be like, "Oh my gosh, they're only charging this much." And I'm like, just wait for the next tax cycle. They won't be. And like, to do it at this level, to do it with the stickers and the website and the professionality, like it's just not saturated. And you guys are proving that 1 year later. You're talking about your growth and expansion and plans for the future. There's no like tail between your legs and running and being like, what did we do? We had this huge investment. Now we got to stick with it. You guys can feel the passion. You can feel the excitement. And it's because you guys did it the right way and you took it serious. And like Shane said, we did several consultations before the company even launched. We've had them since then. And we talk anytime anything's needed. It's amazing. And Robbie's right there with you. He goes, that's very hard work for sure. He's a new startup and he goes so many moving parts, but it's great work. And that I'm sure you guys would reflect on the same way. There is a ton of work, but it's never, I can't imagine guys being like, oh, this sucks. I got to go do this with Tabletop. I got to do that. It's like, it really seems like a passion project for you guys.
It really is. Yeah. Anytime that we're like running out of something, it's like, okay, I got to make that. That's always a good problem to have. It means we're moving product. People are enjoying it. And just to put a little perspective on the saturation of the market, like at the time, there was almost 1,000 wineries in Washington State alone. And not to mention the competition that Washington State has with California wineries.
Wow.
And so like that was what we were trying to get into versus what we ended up getting into.
Right. Wow. All right. And then we're kind of getting near the last question or questions here. Can you give any hint on a summer scent? Now, I've worn it several times. I have. I'm not going to say anything, but up to you. And shout out to another company killing it. Copper John says, congrats on the collab, guys. But your call if you want to give any kind of hint.
Yeah, I think we're fine.
Okay.
We can go ahead. I mean, it's going to be coming out later this week. So
it's a summer citrus scent. So it's if you have tried Barbarian, that's kind of a lower, sweeter scent. This is a more like brighter, light, citrusy, kind of zesty citrus
and
scent.
It is all natural essential oils for that blend. So, awesome. You guys will love it. Love it. Okay. Let's go ahead and pop back on some of the news to wrap up here, you guys. And we do have one more giveaway coming, so stay tuned. The Commander collab. You see the art. It is freaky how much that is me in the face and the beard. Like, I don't know if it's
shout
the
out to Felipe
wardrobe or I
on that.
gained a few LBs, but like it's powerful. But the face, like that's me, like that's my expression. It nailed the mustache, the lazy walrus. They killed it. Can you guys touch on your artist or your artwork process real quick?
Yeah, his name's Philippe Bracioli, I think is how you pronounce it. He's from Paris, and when we started, we went through I think 5 or 6 different artists, and he was the second to last one. And we had commissioned a few at the same time, and his came through, and it was like, do we even need to look at any of the other artists? And we kind of approached him with this like, we're doing this company, like, are you cool with working with us? And he's been super super positive. He's always like, it takes any kind of tips or anything we need changed, he's always taking it in stride, and he just does amazing work, and it's been awesome to work with him. He's super positive. He's always responsive, and he's just a great guy.
Heck yeah, he kills it. Very, very talented. And I love that you guys have developed your own like style to you. Like I can see this art and say, oh yeah, that's tabletop. You can just, you can tell that the theme to it is so good. So good. So again, guys, sandalwood, tea tree, patchouli. It smells like a spa. It's refreshing. It's like a natural cologne. It's going to knock your socks off. You're going to, on paper again, you're going to be like, what? Dan likes this? And then you try it and you're going to say, okay, got it. And it's all natural. The carrier blend is meadow foam, jojoba, rosehip, argan, avocado, and sunflower. And you guys have, what would it be here? 2.5 hours left for the Dan C20 for 40% off. Anything you want to try from this company. They just completed their first year. They just launched their beard wash. Summer solstice will be coming out this week. Hats coming soon. New scents coming soon. Again, they have that Game Master. Absolutely awesome. We'll do the last giveaway here, and then we'll give kind of the table to Tabletop to have any kind of final words for them. And Instagram, I know you guys are active on. Is that Instagram and then your email? Are those the best 2 ways to reach out to you guys if anybody needs to?
Yeah, and there's a contact form on our website. So one of those 3, we'll get back to you.
Perfect.
And we'll put Shane's personal cell phone on the joke.
Jordan, I'm going to go with the go-to for me would be winter solstice. And then did you guys say Ranger is the most popular?
Ranger is, yes.
Right, and then Ranger would be most popular there. Hey, Ray, welcome on in, man. All right. We're going to do this last giveaway here, you guys. I will drop a link in the chat. I see some people coming in saying hello. So if you are coming in and you do want to get entered into that, just click the link real quickly, please. We're going to draw in about a minute here. And click the link, put your name, put your email, and you're going to be in for an oil, butter, and wash to be able to try this company. And again, I'm so excited for you guys to get to know this company and have more and more. And our affiliate is within the group of my most recent affiliates, you guys. So that relationship's continuing to grow. You can keep an eye out in the future. They were just recently sponsoring Beard Advice Live. You can check for more of those opportunities in the future, and then especially next year in the rotation on Command's Corner. And we're just going to keep working and keep growing, and absolutely love. Dang. Fighter is the best oud scent ever.
Wow.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow. There have been some potent statements today about your guys.
Yeah, there has. I love it.
That is absolutely amazing. Okay. Yeah, really need to try it. Yeah, it's so good. So good. All right. Do they have a winter scent? Yeah, try the winter solstice. Winter solstice. Okay. Dun, 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 dun. If this human is out there, drop a comment to claim the victory for this one. And I'm starting to get a lesson on, because it's winter solstice, right? I'm starting to get a lesson on the equinoxes and the solstice based on your guys' like seasonal sense, because I flip flop and butcher those so bad. All right. Do we have in the building Joseph P? Come on down. Drop a comment. Joseph P, if you're out there. Hey, shout out to Andrew Carlisle. What's up, Andrew? How you doing, man? He's some legends. You guys know Andrew?
Yeah, we've seen orders from him. Yeah.
Yeah, and I talked to him for a little while.
Yep. Such a good dude. He is a history lover, a history student. He is an amazing guy, and he is many, many, many years sober, and his sobriety date is actually my birthday. And so I'll never forget that, which is really cool.
Wow. Nice.
Very cool.
Yes. All right. Do we have Joseph P in the building? He does need to Garden State. You gotta wait, because he's got to claim it first. So yes. I said, since I'm off IG, I'll need to hit y'all up on Facebook. Yep.
Yeah, please do.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
All right. I know the spring and autumn are equinox and winter and summer are solstice, but then I play that game where I start questioning myself, and then it's just a vicious cycle that I can never get out of. And it's one of those, I have a couple things in life, and that's one of them. And I hate it. I hate it so much. All right, Joseph, are you out there? If not, we are starting the countdown. 5, 4, 3, gotta get my audio ready. 2, 1. StreamYard delay. And oh no.
Oh no.
Sorry, Joseph.
Don't do that, guys. Don't do that. Joseph P, not in the place to be, that's for sure. Oh man. That was a floater? No, it floated. It went all the way down. Hey, what's up, Joey? Welcome, man. All right, so that means it's an opportunity for somebody else to win. We go from Joseph P to, do we have in the building, John B. John B, come on down. Are you out there? We know JP is in Joseph P. Yeah, no, JP, he's here representing. No way. All right. John Bertini. Sounds like a drink you'd order. No, just kidding. John B, are you out there? Come on down. Claim your victory. I know we got a little bit later, but you guys got to, JP says, confirmed. But you guys got to stay up for these ones. Hey, it's me. There we go. Congrats, John.
All right, congrats. Congratulations.
You won this giveaway. I got the information. And as always, fellas, I have their contact info on the winner's document.
Perfect.
You guys already been on there. I see you. It has you guys as a anonymous hyena.
Oh.
All right. You hyenas out there. Okay. So as we are getting ready to roll, final words for Tabletop, anything that you guys want to say to the community, and then we will definitely have, not to intimidate you, but hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people watching on replay as well. And I encourage them to get involved in the comments if they could. But Tabletop, thank you for one. It's an absolute honor to have this as a collaboration. It's humbling to genuinely hear things like Shane saying he was at the gym, he heard a video of mine, and that made him think of starting a company, and this is where it's at now. That's I don't even have the word for it. That's just dumb. That's stupid. That's like crazy for me to hear that kind of thing, and to even know that it birthed an idea. So I got goosebumps right now. So thank you guys for this. It was such a fun process, and I know we're just getting started with this relationship more and more. So that's from me. Shout out to the community for showing up tonight, and I'm gonna let Tabletop kind of have some final words here.
Yeah, Dan, thank you for having us on your show, and we've been you've been with us since the beginning, and we've met with you several times, and always appreciate everything you have to say and everything that you offer, and so that's, for us, it's a huge honor, and something that this collab center is something that we've talked about from the beginning, and eventually growing to the point where we could develop some kind of a partnership with you. Your community of followers and supporters is amazing, a very positive and incredible group of people. I'm a fan of your podcast. I listen to it, and follow you on YouTube. I don't make it to every live stream, but I make it to as many as I can. And so for us, it's incredible to be able to be on here on your show a year later, to be in this. I mean, that, like, as much as you're saying that you help spawn this company, for us to be on video right now, like having your followers watch us. And I mean, we were just, we were three, guys doing nothing special, a year ago, and now we're on on YouTube with you. So, but anyhow, you know, it's been a great pleasure getting to know you. And again, I just want to reiterate that we love the support we've gotten from the community. We want to thank everybody who's bought from us, everybody who supported us, everybody who's reached out to us and said nice things and enjoyed our products, and even the people who have negative things to say, you know, to us or make fun of us on Facebook on our ads, or you know, we have fun with all that stuff. You know, yeah. People who just can't muster the fact that there's beard care companies out there, you know, because beard care isn't manly, you know, like that's a whole other conversation. But you know, we appreciate all that stuff too, because every single comment, every interaction is an opportunity for us to grow and to get to know more people.
Not much to add, but thanks everyone for hanging out tonight. It was it's fun to be a part of, and like Jason was saying, we love being part of the community. I don't interact as much in the chat as I'm more of a lurker, I guess, but I love watching the streams. I love hanging out in the streams and learning about beard care and other beard companies. It's been a lot of fun.
Awesome.
Yeah, I think that it's been an awesome journey, both with the company and just with my brothers. It's been a lot of fun to grow this together, to see what we can do together. And, you know, we're constantly, you know, we're texting each other every day. If it's not about the company, we're just, you know, making jokes and having a good time. So it's been incredibly great. You know, we're all in the same town. We just get to see each other and to have that and put it towards something that we can share with other people. And I'm going to fanboy out a little bit, but yeah, like Jason said, this was something that this collab was something we talked about from the beginning, and to get to a point where we were able to get that collab to build this relationship with Dan and just reach so many people in the community. And you know, I just want to say thanks to some of the other companies who've reached out and, you know, said, hey, you're knocking it out of the park. That's incredibly awesome to hear from people who've been around for a while. And it's just such a great community. And it almost feels like nobody's threatened by anybody else as far as companies go. Everybody's just supportive and enjoys watching the success of other companies. So it's been great.
Amazing. So thank you guys, and can't wait to be a part of the journey and follow along. And yeah, as everyone's kind of saying in the chat, happy Father's Day weekend to all the fathers out there.
Yes.
And
happy Father's Day, everyone.
Is it Sunday, right? Father's Day?
Correct.
Okay.
Sunday.
All right. Just making sure in there. I was gonna say not shortly here, but Father's Day weekend. Happy Father's Day on Sunday, everybody. Of course, I'll be live on Monday and on Instagram and all that stuff. So please, everybody, if you have any questions for the company, reach out to them. Very responsive,
Absolutely.
very proud of their customer service. And then same for me. Please feel free if you have questions about their scents, their products, or anything. Happy to help. And you guys got just over 2 hours left to explore the website and try to save with this discount to either try them for the first time or stock up on some of your favorites or try something new. So other than that, you guys, as the bottle says right on here, that Miles, I absolutely love that little hitter on there. Please stay bearded, stay positive.